Hey Capricorn, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot, here to do a little weekly reading, and we're going to take a look at what might challenge you right now, something that might feel like a little bit of a hardship or something that is occupying your mind. Whatever it is, we're going to see what comes up for you. All right, so we have water energy. Water energy is emotions, so you might be having a lot of chaotic emotions in some way about something or somebody. All right, I'm going to lay out all the cards. I'm using this tarot deck today. It really has a lot of beautiful imagery, but it has a very chaotic feel to me. So if there is a challenge in your life, I feel like it will show up in this deck. All right, so the first card, second card, which I'm giving designations to, third card. All right, so the first card here is how you are viewing this situation, how the situation is impacting you, and what is on the other side of this situation. So whatever it is that you're going through, what's next in that situation? All right. Trying to lay out all the cards first. These readings this week I feel like are going to be a little bit shorter. Okay. All right, so let's see, what is the situation that's going on for you? Healing. All right, so that tells me that you feel like you have recently gone through something or are in the middle of going through something that you consider to be very emotional. What do we have here? Here we have challenge. You're having a challenge healing from something. It might be you feel like you have taken a fall in some way. I feel like there's an energy of really not wanting to look at this closely. Whatever it is for you, how you are viewing this situation of healing. We have the Hangman. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. What is the Hangman about? It's about not really wanting to, not seeing another perspective. You are stuck in one perspective right now. You're stuck in one perspective for some reason. How is this impacting you? The Knight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like right now you might have a tendency to, Knight of Swords can be a card of Aquarius, so you might be dealing with an Aquarius, but you're having, I feel like, urges to want to talk about something, maybe wanting to fix something. Maybe you feel like you can't. You just are having a hard time summing something up or showing why something wasn't true, or why something may not be what it seems to other people. Knight of Swords is, it's fast movement, it's fast communication, but how you're viewing this is, you're having a hard time maybe seeing another person's perspective, or seeing the situation in a new perspective, in a new light. So it feels like, healing, I feel like healing is being avoided because there's a challenge around healing. So that means that we haven't gotten to the point where we're really seeing things from a different perspective or in a new light. But we still want to talk about it in the same energy that we actually got hurt. So coming at this situation in the same energy doesn't feel necessarily productive. It doesn't feel like it's going to bring us to a positive outcome on the other side. So what is on the other side of this challenge here? Okay, so we've got Ten of Wands. I was just making sure that I had the right 10 card, because some of the images are a little bit confusing. All right, so 10 of Wands, it's burden. So what I feel like this is saying is what I just said. I feel like we really have to take a look at something from another person's perspective, or a new perspective than how we were looking at this when it went down. And our urge to want to talk about it, I feel like just brings burden for absolutely no reason. All right, so what is the new perspective that we need? What is it that we feel a need to discuss? And what is it that we're healing from? The Magician. All right, so there might have been something that we thought we could accomplish. We might have seen something as magical, something that we were attached to emotionally. We might have seen it as very magical, like, you know, we could manifest anything. It feels like whatever we were trying to manifest, it may not have worked out the way we wanted. So now we are healing from that. But I don't feel like we are. I feel like we're avoiding that healing. From this Hangman card, having a hard time seeing a new perspective, King of Cups. All right, so what you're healing from and what you're having a hard time looking at from a different or a new perspective is somebody just wouldn't completely open up and share their emotions with you. Somebody might have been overly dry, unfeeling. They might have, you know, King of Cups, card of Cancer. Somebody just they may not be capable of speaking the depth of emotion that they would like to speak to you, or they're just keeping their feelings close to the vest, and this is hard for you to convince yourself that there isn't more here. There might be, but the question is, what is it doing to you in the state that it's in right now? So Knight of Swords, you have definitely some urgency to speak. The World, that's one of your cards, okay? You know, you believed, I feel like, in a happy ending, and you feel like some urgent communication could ultimately fix this. But I feel like when we're in the energy of burden, on the other side of this, it'll create burden. Death, card of Scorpio. So the burden, you know, on the other side of this, and what needs to be healed is, I feel like something has ended, and this is the energy that kind of keeps you in this, that kind of keeps you from really taking a look at, you know, maybe it's time to allow myself to feel this ending. So I can move on, so I can move towards my happy ending. But you still believe that there is a happy ending here. And I'm not saying that there isn't, but what it's doing to you right now doesn't feel like it's putting you in the highest vibration. Okay? These readings this week are not going to be for everybody, but for people that are dealing with some type of challenge. So What does the universe want to say about this? To be enlightened, lighten up. Heavy, heavy energy, okay? Hangman, you know, I'm just not ready to see the light yet. And that's okay if you're not, all right? But I feel like when you are, I feel like the burden and everything about this starts to lighten up. You may not be a vibrational match right now for whoever or whatever this situation is that you're disappointed by, simply by being attached to it, okay? What do we have here? Civility. I feel like it's really important to you, you know, if you're not talking to somebody or somebody isn't talking to you, I feel like you have this urgency to want to fix this, to create a happy ending in some way, you know, so you can move forward possibly with this person. You might be saying, why can't we just be civil? What do we have here? All right, we have the Star. Okay, so this is very simple. Your heart's desire is on the other side of this energy. You know, there's been an ending to something that feels really, really heavy to you. I feel like there's an energy of resisting healing, because there was a very, very strong belief that something was meant to be, or something was magical. And it's not to say that it's not, but when something might have gone wrong here. Let's get one more on the King of Cups and the World, since that's your energy. King of Cups. And then we've got the Three of Wands. So, you know, what needs to be looked at from a new perspective are what your expectations are, why you're willing to wait for something that may not be showing up right now. And it's your choice. You absolutely can do that. You might have a really strong belief here in something. But in the meantime, what can you do to raise your vibration, to live in a happier energy? All right, and then we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're determined, okay? You're determined. I don't feel like you're focusing on healing. You're determined to have some type of civil communication. If you choose to do that, I would absolutely suggest that you lighten up. You feel very, very serious right now about what it is that your heart desires. It's like no one's going to tell you. No one's going to tell you what to believe here, what to do next. You have a belief here for sure. So let's see. Where are my water cards? I feel like this is something that's really emotional to you. Let's get a couple of water cards here. Measuring love by how loved they feel. And then what do we have here? Feels romance is an illusion or a waste of time. So you're dealing with somebody, okay, King of Cups, that it feels like they're measuring love by how loved they feel. So the question here is, when this person is around you, when the two of you separate, how are they feeling about themselves? This is somebody that is probably not very spiritually awakened. They really focus on how they feel about themselves when they're around you. So if they don't feel good about themselves, they almost write off romance as an illusion. It's all about how they feel when they are around you. So if your vibration is low and you're not focusing on making this person feel good about how you feel about them, they might be struggling, you know, with the connection with you. They're not focused on the love that they give. They're focused on the love supposedly that they receive, as many people are. Okay? Feels romance is an illusion or a waste of time. The other option here, which I'm not feeling, but let's see, it might be your story, measures love by how much love they give. I'm not feeling that, but you might be believing that. Enjoys or appreciates the romance in everything. That would be somebody that is in very, very high vibration and is not leaving you feeling like you've done something wrong or that you haven't given enough, or, you know. So I feel like some of you are feeling this. Some of you are probably feeling the other. But the fact that I feel like the healing for a lot of you really hasn't started with this challenge because you feel like something isn't done. Death card, you prefer to think of something being in transformation. But the key to figuring out which is how do you feel on a daily basis when it comes to this person? Are you feeling like you're flying high, or are you feeling like you're dragging a burden? All right, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, you can certainly reach out. You know, these readings might be difficult for some, okay? But I'm asking for what the challenges really are, all right? So there is healing to be had when you lighten up. When you lighten up, it might change the vibration of the whole connection. But if you're dealing with somebody that measures love by how loved they feel regularly, and that truly, that's how most people measure love, is how they feel around a particular person, not by how much love they give. All right, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper reading, certainly reach out. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, let me know. All right, thanks. Talk to you next time. Bye.